Uzimaki is a shinobi of Konohagakuri's Uzimaki clan. He became the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails on the day of his birth, a fate that caused him to be shunned by most of Konoha throughout his childhood. After joining Team Kakashi, Naruto worked hard to gain the village's acknowledgement, all while chasing his dream to become Hokage. In the following years, through many hardships and ordeals, he became a capable ninja regarded as a hero both by the villagers and soon after the rest of the world, becoming known as the Hero of the Hidden Leaf. He soon proved to be one of the main factors in winning the 4th Shinobi World War, leading him to achieve his dream and become the village's 7th Hokage. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over the life of Naruto Uzumaki. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. The Amagi's reach stretches beyond just this channel, so if you're a fan of us, please consider subscribing to our other channels and following us on all our social medias. Help us reach our goal of passing 100,000 followers on all of our accounts by the end of the year. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Background. Naruto was born on the night of October 10th to Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage, and Kushina Uzumaki, the 2nd Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. He was named after Naruto Musasabi, the protagonist of Jiraiya's first book, which made the Sannin his godfather. The 3rd Hokage made special arrangements for Minato to preserve Kushina's seal containing the Nine Tails when she gave birth to Naruto in a remote location, escorted by midwives and Anbu. A masked man, Tobi, tracked down their location, however, and killed the midwives and Anbu and captured Naruto, forcing Minato to quickly rescue him and teleport him to a safe house. With Minato gone, Tobi captured Kushina and released the Nine Tails from her, using it to devastate Konoha. Minato saved Kushina and left Naruto in her care before he went to protect the village, eventually defeating Tobi and freeing the Nine Tails from Tobi's control. Returning to Naruto and Kushina's location, Minato realized the only way to stop the Nine Tails was to seal it within Naruto, believing that his son would someday need the fox's power to defeat Tobi when he returned. Since the Nine Tails chakra was too immense to be sealed into an infant, Minato sacrificed his soul to split the fox's chakra in half, sealing the yin half within himself and the yang half within Naruto. After telling Naruto how much they loved him, Minato and Kushina succumbed to their wounds from protecting their son from the Nine Tails and passed away. Orphaned, not having any parents or anyone else to provide for him, Naruto received monthly income from the village in order to afford daily necessities. He grew up not knowing who his parents were, receiving only his mother's surname, as Hiruzen wanted to protect Naruto from his father's enemies. Minato's dying wish that Naruto be regarded as a hero was honored by very few who could put aside their pain and losses caused by the disaster, while the majority of Konoha, having no knowledge of the circumstances surrounding his birth, openly ostracized and resented Naruto for containing the beast that devastated the village and took so many lives. Some even viewed Naruto as the Nine Tails himself. Soon, the 3rd Hokage forbade anyone from mentioning the Nine Tails, hoping that the younger generation would not blindly hate Naruto as their parents did. However, Naruto's peers emulated their parents' hatred of him, despite not knowing why. This social isolation caused Naruto to crave acknowledgement, which he would gain by pulling pranks. On the day of his enrollment in the Ninja Academy, Naruto first met Hinata Hyuga, who was being picked on by 3 bullies. Despite not knowing her, Naruto immediately came to her defense, but was outnumbered and knocked unconscious, and the bullies damaged his red scarf. When Naruto awoke, Hinata thanked him for helping her and returned his scarf to him, but he let her keep it. He was unaware that the girl's growing affections for him began from that moment onwards. In the academy, Naruto became a student of Iruka Umino, who acted as a surrogate older brother to keep him in line and help him work harder. Naruto also met his classmate Sasuke Uchiha and tried to befriend him since he was alone as well. Jealous of Sasuke's skills and popularity, however, he developed a one-sided rivalry in his pursuit to prove himself just as good as, if not better than, Sasuke, wishing that someday Sasuke would accept him as an equal. Naruto also grew close with the owner of Ramen Ichiraku, Teuchi, and his daughter, Ayame, being welcomed as their favorite customer. Prologue, Land of Waves. Failing once again to graduate from the academy, a disappointed Naruto is advised by one of his instructors, Mizuki, to steal the Scroll of Seals and learn a technique from it in order to graduate. As Naruto struggled to learn the Shadow Clone technique, Iruka Umino tracked him down and realized that Naruto was tricked by Mizuki into stealing the scroll. Mizuki attacked them and told Naruto about the Nine Tails sealed within him, claiming that Iruka hated him because of it. When Iruka risked his life to protect Naruto, however, he saw through Mizuki's lies and used the multiple Shadow Clone technique to defeat him, prompting Iruka to happily grant Naruto his graduation from the academy. Naruto would also later befriend Konohamaru Sarutobi, grandson of the 3rd Hokage, and teach him several perverted or useful techniques. Naruto was eventually assigned to Team 7, partnered with Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno under the leadership of Kakashi Hatake. During their first meeting, Naruto shared his love of ramen, his hobbies, and his dream to become Hokage. To test their qualifications, Kakashi gave the team a bell test, stating that whichever of the three takes one of the two bells on his person will officially become Genin. Instead of hiding like Sakura and Sasuke, Naruto tried to take the bells from Kakashi by force, only to be easily defeated, hung upside down from a tree, and tied to a wooden post in an attempt to steal lunch. After Sakura and Sasuke fail as well, Kakashi explains that the goal of the test was to use teamwork to do together what none of them could do by themselves. He is persuaded to allow them to try again after lunch, but instructs Sasuke and Sakura not to feed Naruto. They feed him anyway, needing him in top form if they're to work together. Kakashi sees this and, because they care more about the team than listening to his instructions, allows them all to pass. After a series of uneventful D-rank missions, Naruto is able to secure a C-rank mission for Team 7, escorting Tazuna to the Land of Waves. Soon after leaving Konoha, they are attacked by the Demon Brothers. Naruto is paralyzed with fear, forcing Sasuke to step in to disarm them and protect Tazuna until Kakashi can capture them. Tazuna confesses that assassins have been hired to kill him, but he couldn't afford the bodyguard detail he needs. Although the mission is now A-rank in nature, far beyond the skill of Genin, Team 7 decides to continue with it. Angered by Sasuke's taunting of him, Naruto cuts his hand to bleed out the poison he received earlier, vowing to never waver again. When they arrive in the Land of Waves and are confronted by Zabuza Momochi, Naruto is overwhelmed by the battle between Kakashi and Zabuza before he's knocked aside by Zabuza's water clone. Remembering his vow, Naruto regained his confidence and teamed up with Sasuke to free Kakashi from Zabuza's water prison. In the end, Zabuza is seemingly killed by Haku, allowing Team 7 to escort Tazuna back to his house. Kakashi finds Zabuza's death suspicious and decides to train the team in case he returns. He has them perform the tree climbing practice in order to improve their chakra control, which will help them against Zabuza. Naruto becomes frustrated after several failures and asks for advice from Sakura, who herself mastered it from the start. Now rapidly improving, Naruto competes with Sasuke to finish the training, each determined to outdo the other. One day, Naruto encounters Haku, albeit unaware of his true identity, and they each discuss their dreams and desire to protect those precious to them. After Haku leaves, Naruto finishes the training with Sasuke but is left exhausted, so Team 7 leaves him behind the next morning as they resume their escort duties. Naruto awakens and arrives to assist Team 7 in fighting Zabuza and Haku, but unaware of how Haku's demonic mirroring ice crystals work, he joins Sasuke within the prison. Naruto cannot break free with his shadow clones, and Sasuke cannot melt the ice with his fire. As Haku moves in to kill Naruto, Sasuke uses his body as a shield to protect Naruto and seemingly dies. Enraged by Sasuke's apparent death, Naruto unwittingly accesses the Nine-Tails chakra for the first time, allowing him to destroy the ice mirrors and defeat Haku, breaking his mask. Realizing his opponent was the boy he met before, Naruto calms himself. He's asked by Haku to kill him, since he feels of no further use to Zabuza. Before Naruto can do so, Haku immediately stops him and goes off to save Zabuza from being killed by Kakashi, sacrificing his own life. When Zabuza refuses to appreciate this, Naruto angrily scolds him, stating that Haku gave up his life to save someone precious to him. Touched by his words, Zabuza, using Naruto's kunai, killed Gato and many of his henchmen before he himself dies. Sasuke soon awakens, and when their injuries heal, Team 7 leaves for home via Tazuna's newly constructed Great Naruto Bridge. Chunin exams. Team 7 resumes its series of unremarkable missions. For their performance in the Land of Waves, however, Kakashi decides to enter them in the Chunin exams taking place in Konoha, which greatly excites Naruto. Because they've only recently graduated from the academy, the three feel they must give strong showings to prove themselves. When they enter the exam hall, the team is met by Rock Lee, who challenges Sasuke to a fight. Naruto tries to attack Lee in jealousy, but is easily swept aside.